Day one recap. Take my mask off. A couple things that happened yesterday that were considered shocking to me. And one, Wilson and Trey Lance go before Justin Fields. Now that happening really, I was like, what, what, what are they seeing? And I know we all, especially the guys that get paid to do it, see things differently, and they get more um, resources and stuff allocated than more than just watching tape than us, normal regular people do. So they get to talk to the school and to people in his past and the coaches and whatnot. But just off tape, I don't see how in the world can you. What up, lunch break? Hot take. How y'all doing today? I don't know how in the world you can take Fields over. I'm sorry, how in the world you can take Wilson and Trey Lance over Justin Fields? It's crazy that just from a tape standpoint, and like I said, we not privy to the them and all the background stuff that they get to do. But Fields went before. Oh, I'm sorry, Lance and Zach Wilson and Trey Lance went before Justin Fields, which is amazing. And when Fields got taken, he looked pissed. He really did. He looked like, okay, man, I'm about to show y'all everything. He looked super, super pissed. Like it's gonna be one of them, okay, every team that passed on me, I'm about to punish you type deals. But good for the Bears. I think they got a guy that's gonna eventually take over for Andy Dalton and then go from there. What up, Mike? Appreciate the dub. What's up, Coach? How you feeling about Oway today? I feel better. I feel better. I think it's like Garnett be saying. It's in Wink hands. Wink can mold him into something good, or in 2 or 3 years he can be pressure daddy like Ferguson. But I think he has a little bit more explosion than Ferguson. He has more twitch, more power than Ferguson, in my opinion. In my opinion. But let me see. I missed that other comment. Can I see it? This is my first time going live on my phone, so I don't know if I can see the. Nope, not that. I guess I better answer it when it come up. So let's go to number two. Waddle. Waddle went before Smith. That's my second thing on here. Who would have thought Devontae Smith would have went behind Waddle, even though you know, they're similar in what they do. But Waddle just showed you he can dominate games. He dominated the first half of the national championship. Didn't even play the second half. Like straight dominated. What up, Mike? Good morning to you. Like it's the fact that Waddle went before, and Waddle don't suck. So don't take that as me saying he sucks. But the fact that Waddle went before Smith, Smith been a Heisman Trophy winner with 2,000 or so yards in the SEC, and that was kind of shocking to me. The next thing is still, that Smith's not Waddle. That was Smith, not Waddle. What you mean? That's what I'm talking about. Smith had over 2,000 yards, unless I said it wrong. I may have said it wrong. But Smith had over 2,000 yards and won the Heisman. But Waddle went before him. So that's amazing to me. To me. But we're sticking to this wide receiver thing. Who would have thought Tony would have went behind the big three? The big three being Waddle, Chase, and Smith. Who would have thought Tony would have been the next one off the board? Now I know he has a special skill set because he can do a bunch of things. He can do a ton of things. He can help you in a return game. He can be a wildcat quarterback if they still do that in the NFL. He can line up in the backfield. Yeah, faith in God. I thought I said that. Smith dominated the, and if I did, I'm sorry. I meant Smith. Smith dominated the championship game and got hurt. And got hurt, like broke his wrist or something. Or was that the semifinal game? One of them, Smith he had a bunch of catches and a bunch of yards early, and I think hurt his hand right before halftime and didn't even play the rest of the game. One of those two games. But anyway, digressing back to Tony. Tony, like I said, he can play wildcat quarterback for you. He can line up at receiver, slide or outside from time to be. Um, he line up in the backfield and do some motion type stuff. He can run jet sweeps. So that's kind of the versatility that Tony gives you. So that's probably why he jumped up right behind that big three because of his skill set. Going on to number 4 on my list, and everybody was dogging this guy, and he still was taken in the first round. Greg Rousseau. Greg Rousseau was taken in the first round. So that was crazy to me. Well, not crazy to me, but it was the fact that everybody was like, passing on Rousseau, saying his stiffness was a problem. But that production he had last year, or 2 years ago, you can't really dismiss it. You can't. Even though most of his sacks came versus like 2 or 3 teams, the fact that he put up numbers like that as a sophomore, you can't ignore that. And the dude's like 6'7". And keep in mind, he's only been playing edge for like 2 years. He played receiver and DB in high school. Rousseau played receiver and DB in high school. So Rousseau could probably be the best dude in this draft once he, gets stronger and learn a little bit more about leverage and get a couple more pass rush moves because Rousseau played 0, 1 tech, 3 tech, and 5 tech. So he basically played along the whole D line. So Rousseau could end up being the best player in this draft. Could be. Number one, two, three, four. So number 5. The fifth thing that kind of stood out to me is that Azeez Ojulari is still on the board. That's what's crazy to me. Azeez Ojulari was still on the board. Um, I had him as the second best edge guy in the draft behind Phillips, and other people kept getting picked. I think edge from Houston got picked, and I was because I think Aziz is the most NFL rated edge out there. Like you can put him in day one and he can produce for you. But that's my 2 cents, and the fact that he's still on the board is shocking. So somebody at the top of the second round is going to get a good player. And somebody at the top of the round is going to get another good player in Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins is who I thought we were going to pick at 31, especially when he was still there. That that dude is crazy. If you and I went back and watched Brent Coleman's video on Tevin Jenkins. Jenkins is the certified dog. He's one of them guys that dark alley. Yeah, you and me, cuz come on, me, cuz I know we about to come about this dark alley. But he's a mauler. He finishes blocks. He plays through the whistle. He's a guy that probably would have fit the Ravens just right. Probably, probably. But all these guys are probablys because it's the draft. You don't really know. All these guys are probablys, probablys and maybes. But I saw a comment. Oh, here we go. I can see it now. Okay, I like I think I know I'm gonna butcher his name. What's that? Humfanga from US. I like him. He don't have the range like the kid from TCU, but he got enough range to get the job done in the NFL. He can play middle of the field, cover three safety a lot, and work from because I think the kid from TCU can cover from numbers to numbers. The kid from USC probably doesn't have that good of range, but probably runs the box better. It feels those alleys better. Coach, thanks for doing this. How do you see Bateman getting used in the passing game? Is he tough enough to go over the middle? Yes, I think that's what he excels at. Intermediate routes, digs, outs, maybe some RPO type stuff, and now you can just start sending Hollywood down the field. Start sending Hollywood down the field to take the top off, work Bateman, Andrews over the middle, and whoever ends up being our slot guy, work them too. So it's crazy. I don't have JOK on my list of still being there, but how is he still there? They probably should have had it on there too. I like that dude a lot. I wouldn't have been mad if we picked him either. I wouldn't have been mad if we picked him either. More red gives a beast. And see, last night I had my little mock draft up, and like while we were live streaming, and I had us taking Mo Rig at 27 and Cosme at 31. But obviously I got both of those wrong. But I'm once I can kind of wrap my head around Owe and kind of think of how Winker used him, I think I'll come around to it. But the good thing is, I wasn't happy at our second pick last year, and it turned out he had a great year, which is J.K. Dobbins. So I wasn't happy with the second pick this year, and hopefully he turns out with some production similar to Dobbins. Because I know the first sack he get, the people that I've been talking with gonna come in and be like, see, that don't mean nothing. But it is what it is, man. And tonight we'll be live again. Probably not at the start of the draft, probably close to the 8 o'clock because we pick later. But if my schedule opens up, I'll go live earlier than 8. But I just want to come through with a quick recap of day one. I appreciate Mike for dropping the dub in the super chat. Everybody else that was here, let me see if I can give a few shots out before I go. G Star, Faith in God, Anthony Rogers, DTVs. We were just talking in the other group chat. The Tribe, the Trio. Let's see who else is in here. Who else? Lunch break hot take I saw earlier. Carmelo, Buddy, Escrow, April. Hey April. Coach E, good draft though for you guys as usual. Yeah. DeCosta, he normally does his homework. He normally does his homework. Let's see. I think that's about all I heard. Mike V, James, Face, Joe, Osvaldo, Melvin, JB, Logan, and Sion. Hey, I appreciate you guys for dropping through on this quick little lunch break. And let me go find some food before these kids come back, man. Peace out.